Welcome to Cooking for Two, and as promised, I'm going to show you how to make basically a dump and go crock pot meatball stew. Now, normally I make this using fresh vegetables and homemade meatballs. And if you want to know how I make my homemade meatballs, I will put the link in the description box of me making them on my other channel. But I wanted to make this as easy as possible for you guys who don't have any time and need good ideas. It's been so cold, and a good hot soup is going to taste so good today. So I picked up the package of frozen meatballs. This is a 26-ounce bag. Now I'm going to make a large amount of this because I want to get some jarred up and put in the freezer to have on hand for meals for my grandmother. But if you need to cut the recipe in half, just cut the recipe in half. In goes the meatballs. Now, I have this package of diced onions. You're going to want a cup roughly of these. I'm going to put in a half a package. That'll equal about a cup. If you want to use a regular fresh onion, use just one onion. Then I have the package of 16-ounce peas and carrots that are a mixture. And I'm going to just dump those in there. If the camera's rocking a little bit, I apologize. I always set my crock pot up in this corner, and it's not giving me much room to work around the camera. Okay, now you can get those frozen diced potatoes if you want to make it easy, but I have 2 leftover baked potatoes from the week. So I am just going to go ahead and quickly peel those and use those so we can get these used up. We try to do 0 food waste here. If we can, we don't have very much waste ever. Okay, then we're going to add a decent amount of pepper. I'm not going to add any salt because those meatballs are going to be salty, and so will the soup and things we're adding. But if you want to, go ahead. We're going to add a whole can of cream of mushroom soup right on top of that. If you are having the recipe, you can freeze the other half of your cream of mushroom soup if you need to. Okay, now I'm going to add enough water to fill my crock pot here. You'll want between 4 and 6 beef bouillon cubes based off of taste. And of course, how big your crock pot is. And it's up to you if you want to cook this on low, like, you know, for most of the day, or if you want to cook it up on high just until those frozen vegetables get done. Okay, and then we are going to add 1 bay leaf. And you will want to remove the bay leaf before you eat the soup. Okay, I'm going to pop the cover on there, and I'm going to turn mine up on high. It's 12 o'clock now, and we'll probably want hours in a few hours, so I'm going to put it up on high, and I'll see you back then so we can take a look at what it looks like. If you're wondering what I'm going to be serving with the soup, I put in a loaf of my homemade oatmeal molasses bread into the bread machine. I'll put the recipe for that in the description box in case you have a bread machine. If you don't, just pick yourself up a loaf of bread from the bakery or some of those pop and bake Pillsbury biscuits or something like that to go with this. Okay, I've had this on high actually about 5 hours, if you can believe it. This took longer than I expected with all that frozen stuff in there, and it's a pretty big crock pot. But there it is. It is all done, and I have tried a little bit, and it is delicious. And I'm just going to pluck that bay leaf out because we don't want to accidentally eat that. And I hope you'll try this recipe. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.